Good morning, beloveds. I will tell you how much I miss running. I literally dreamed about it last night or early this morning. Take your pick. Like the whole thing. I signed up for the race. I dreamed about signing up for the race. I dreamed about showing up for the race. I dreamed about helping with the race. And then I started the race, and my intention in my head in the dream was just to walk. And then I started running in the race, and I was like, this is how much I miss running. So I really need my knee to heal. So whatever it is that I need to learn from whatever my knee is doing, I need that message to be clear so that I can go back to running. And I wasn't disappointed when I woke up. I was actually really happy when I woke up and realized that I'd been running in my dream. I guess it felt good because right now I can't physically, I can't run, and while my knee heals, and so I didn't wake up disappointed that I was running my dreams. I woke up really happy that at least I'm running in my dreams, right? It's crazy. But that's the power of the mind. So I'm definitely asking for for my knee to heal, whatever information I need for my knee to heal, I need it clearly, because apparently I'm not getting it. Being a little thick-headed, I don't know. And it happens. I mean, it happens to the best of us, right? It's like pain is information, and when you need to heal, then there are changes that you need to make, and I'm being stubborn about it, and I don't know why. Okay. I did go for a walk today. That was interesting. She said to start with half of a mile and build up. And I'm doing my physical therapy. I did not enjoy my physical therapy this morning. One of the exercises she has me doing, it's called the bridge. You literally lay on the floor with your knees bent, and then and here's what I said to myself. Okay, Lisa, pick your butt up off the floor. Because it was hard. And I've done that exercise, but it targets the lower back. So, yeah, I'm going to be a good girl, continue my physical therapy. And then I misplaced my phone. I left it in the kitchen. So I've got my knee ice that I'm like, oh, it's time. I need to go do this. And then I don't know where my phone is. But fortunately, it was in the kitchen. So, all right. Today is October 21st. And our title is I Feast on the Idea of Abundance. All right. Thank you, Cleopatra. It's frustrating and it's new. I ran for 2.5 years before I injured myself in a way that made me stop running. I will get through it. Thank you. All right. I feast on the idea of abundance. The one spirit manifests itself in and through all, including me. I accept that with positive certainty that the spirit within me goes before me and prepares my way, making perfect, plain, straight, easy, and happy the pathway of my experience. There is nothing in me that can obstruct the divine circuits of life, of love, of beauty, and truth. My word dissolves every negative thought or impulse that would throw a shadow of unbelief across the threshold of my experience. Today, I have faith that my word shall not return unto me void. I surrender myself completely to this faith. My prayer, then, is one of affirmation and acceptance. I lift my cup of acceptance, knowing that the divine outpouring will fill it to the brim. I identify myself with abundance and success. I identify myself with the living spirit, with all the power, all the presence, and all the life there is. Realizing that all action starts in and as a result of consciousness, I prepare my mind to receive the best that life has to offer. I see through all physical and mental obstructions to the one perfect presence within me. I see all I see through all apparent contradictions to the one perfect being in every person. I see through all confusion to the one divine presence at the center of everything. I fast from the ideas of lack and feast on the ideas of abundance. So many thoughts. So many thoughts. Among them being, I prepare my mind to receive the best that life has to offer. I don't see him in my news feeds anymore, but there's a teacher, and his name's Jesse Elder. And I don't remember if I found him on Facebook or Instagram. And that was one of the things that what got my attention is he said, we're always preparing for the worst. Why not act as if everything's going to go right? And I think that's a lesson that so many of us are missing. It's like we're always preparing for the worst case scenario. And I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm saying we should definitely prepare for all possibilities. But so many times we're so focused on the worst that we're not ever focused, well, what could go right? You know, it could be an amazing experience. I guess that was one of the things that I enjoyed about the races. I was never going to win first place, and that's fine. I just really enjoyed being there. And so I was prepared to have a good race. I was prepared to have fun because I wasn't worried about where I was going to place. I mean, I always went and looked, don't get me wrong. But it didn't matter to me where I placed. What mattered to me was whether or not I finished. So best case scenario for me was finishing. And so I was always prepared for the best outcome, which was finishing the race. Okay. So we are going to feast on the idea of abundance. The one spirit manifests itself in and through all, including me. Always, always, always start there. That is why the first step is recognition, and the second step is unification. I recognize that there is one spirit. And then I unify with that spirit by recognizing that one spirit, that's all there is, which means I'm made up of that spirit. So all of the power in that spirit is available to me if I am willing to accept and use it. I accept with positive certainty that the spirit within me goes before me and prepares my way. Okay. So positive certainty, the spirit within me goes before me to prepare my way. I hear that in a number of different Bible stories, and I'm pretty sure that Jesus said it more than once. So the spirit within me, the spirit within us, the spirit within you is preparing the way. And that spirit, if we will allow it to, and then, okay, so the spirit's going to prepare the way, and then we have to walk it. That's a key there. It's like the spirit can make the pathway perfect and beautiful and straight and lovely and easy. And then we're like, nah, I think I'm going to go over here and take this crooked, windy, path over here. So the spirit can prepare the way, but we still have to walk it. So, that just occurred to me. It's like, which is probably what I'm doing with my knee healing. It's like the spirit has prepared the way, and I'm over here, doing this windy, hilly thing. Ugh. All right. So prepares the way before me, and so spirit can make that perfect, plain, straight, easy, happy pathway. In my experience, I still have to walk it. I have to recognize that the pathway has been prepared for me, and I have to walk that pathway. And I've done it. I mean, that was ministerial school. When I made the decision to go, Spirit made it easy. Ministerial school was not easy, but, well, I mean, yes and no. But once I made the decision, it just fell out and went, and it was easy. And then here with the knee healing, like I said, Spirit's probably made the pathway straight and plain, and I'm over here walking this hilly, windy thing. Ugh. There is nothing in me that can obstruct the divine circuit of life, of love, of beauty, and truth. Okay, so there is nothing within me that can obstruct it except what I put in my own way. What we put in our own way. So that is a power statement saying, okay, the pathway has been prepared. There is nothing in me. That is an affirmation. There is nothing within me that can obstruct the divine circuits of life, of love, of beauty, and truth. There's nothing. Anything that looks like it could is an illusion. So I'm going to say that one to myself a few times, fast or slow. And I'm going to say it with feeling. My word dissolves every negative thought or impulse that would throw a shadow of an unbelief across the threshold of my expectation. So the power of my word, that's exactly what it is. There's nothing in me. There's nothing in us that can obstruct the divine circuits of life. Today, I have faith that my word shall not return unto me void. Well, I have faith every day, but today is a new day. So I have faith that my word shall not return unto me void. Sometimes we get a little caught up in the way it should look when our word returns to us. And so we think it's come back void, and it didn't come back void. It just came back looking a little different than we were expecting, or a lot different than we were expecting. And so sometimes it's about opening our eyes and our heart and our spiritual eyes up to see that we did get the answer. It just didn't look like we were expecting. So our word never returns to us void. Sometimes the answer just looks a little different. I surrender myself completely to this faith. My prayer then is one of affirmation and acceptance. Believe the words that you're saying and state them in the present tense. State them now. And then act as if. Act as if your word has already is already, because it is. It is. I lift my cup of acceptance. I love that idea, the cup of acceptance. I love it. I lift my cup of acceptance, knowing that the divine outpouring will fill it to the brim. We talk about teacups, and we talk about making sure that our teacup, that we haven't overfilled our cup. Because if we've got it overfilled, then spirit can't fill it. But that's about letting go of what we think we want. And this is about holding that cup up and saying, fill it. That's about faith. I identify myself with abundance and success. I identify myself with the living spirit, with all the power, all the presence, and all the life there is. That's unification. That is saying there is one power and I am a part of it. And because I am a part of it, I have the right to use it. It is my birthright to use it. And that is where the power comes from, is to recognize who you are. Realizing that all action starts in and is a result of consciousness. I got to clean out my own head. I was doing spirit group last night, and one of the questions is, what's the clutter? And it's like, there's so much clutter. There's so much clutter. It's like every time I turn around, if I turn on the news, it's clutter. I need to be informed, but my need to be informed wars with just the nonsense in the news. So it's like, stop clicking on the clickbait news. Get the news that you need and let the rest of the clutter go. I prepare my mind to receive the best that life has to offer. I see through all physical and mental obstructions to the perfect presence within me. Okay, so I see through all physical and mental obstructions to the perfect presence within me. That's the noise of the world. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the divine presence within you. It's noise. So when the clutter out here gets too much, where do we turn? Ideally, we turn within to that place that nothing has ever been wrong, where everything is perfect, everything is whole, everything is complete, where nothing has ever been broken. And we go there and we allow that to flow from the inside out. And as it flows out, we allow it to overflow. We bring that presence from within out and let it overflow into our environment so that it starts to clean and clear our environment around us. People are touched by that sense. When you carry that peace from within, people are naturally touched by that, and they walk away from you and they carry a little bit of that peace within with themselves. It's like a seed. And then they go, and you can plant a seed of peace within somebody without ever having to do anything more than be your peaceful, loving self. And then that way, when you allow that peace from within you to overflow, it gradually just will overflow the world. We're working on it. We're working hard on it. I see through all apparent contradictions to the perfect being in every person. And that's what I'm talking about, planting the seed. It's like those days when I am acting the fool, and my husband looks at me, and thankfully he looks at me with the eyes of love, and he says, she's acting the fool, but I know the truth of her. And that gives me the space to come back to myself. And hopefully it's a gift that I can give other people. I see through all the confusion to the one divine presence at the center of everything, because that's the goal. I fast from all ideas of lack and feast on the idea of abundance. All right, so our mission for today, I don't know about you, but I think my mission for today, so if you choose to accept this as your mission for today, is to recognize that there is nothing in me that can obstruct the divine circuits of life, of love, of beauty, and of truth. I needed to hear that today. That is my truth for today. Rita, do you want to make an appearance? Come here. She's down here purring away, so figured y'all should get to see her since she's coming in. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself today. Whatever that looks like. For me, that was physical therapy. And yes, physical therapy hurts, but it hurts in a good way. So that is my loving, kind, and compassionate. And it's going to be a good day. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to act as if it's going to be an absolute wonderful day. It's relatively cool, but it's kind of muggy. So I don't know if you want to open your windows, but please do something to engage your mind and your body today. Whatever you need to do to make it a wonderful day. And know that you are a beloved child of Spirit in whom Spirit is well pleased. It is your divine birthright to sit at the table of abundance and to have your cup filled to the brim of everything. What it is for you is always coming to you. The goal is to open your eyes and recognize it, because what comes to us doesn't always look like what we think we want. So Rolling Stones, you don't always get what you want, but you always get what you need, because the goal of Spirit is life. The goal of Spirit is love. So in the end, it is going to be all good, because that is all it is made of. And we just have to work through the messy, noisy, material world and plant those seeds. And plant those seeds. And carry our calm. So, yeah. All right. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And Reverend David will be on with you around sometime around 5 today. Have a wonderful day. Open the windows of your soul and allow the breath of heaven to come in and remind you that you live in heaven now. And that Spirit will make that pathway straight and peaceful and easy and calm. And if we allow, Spirit will say, this way. Please go this way. You don't have to go this way. If you go this way, you will get there. But this way is the way I've prepared for you, and it's much easier. All right, beloveds. Have a wonderful day.